worst crossover ever.
Crossovers. They've always been around and they're not going anywhere anytime soon. Glorified fan fiction products designed for nerds to point at the screen, yell, and cream their pants. Of course it's gonna be lucrative. Well, most of the time. And the best part, these things are critic-proof, because even if they get the absolute most dog-shit reviews, they can always get away with it by saying, it was made for the fans. Hey, the fans will enjoy it.
And the movie's made for the fans, and the movie's good.
The most recent example being Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire. If people see their favorite IPs merge together, they're gonna clap. Nowadays, anything's possible. You can get a cameo of the Clockwork Orange rapists in a movie for children. The possibilities are endless! Woo! You know what's even more fun than seeing your favorite characters team up and work together? Watching them punch each other in the face for 2 hours. And this, of course, brings me to talk about the AVP movies. The crossover event of the early 2000s, where two of horror's most beloved monsters faced off in a schlocky, messy dumpster fire that even fans hated. Well, except for this guy. A+ movie. As a film is not something excellent, but at those days back, it was a dream to see on screen the battle between those two iconic villains. And that film gave us the pleasure. What the fuck? AVP was teased as far back as 1990, when we caught a glimpse of a xenomorph skull in Predator 2, the same movie in which a lady has the most deranged sex I've ever heard in my life. They made comics of this, and then they decided it'd be a good idea to try and turn this into a big budget movie. Twice. So I figured it was about time to finally revisit these damn things. Are they as bad as we remember? Are they overhated? Do they give us the pleasure? Well, let's find out. Whoever wins, I lose. Alright, it's AVP time. The ultimate sci-fi horror nerd's wet dream.
Give it to me.
And who better to make this film based on classic beloved IPs than Paul W.S. Anderson, a director with a perfect track record.
I like the feeling of reality in a picture.
Yeah, things aren't looking well, but he's not the only one to blame here. Fox also messed up big time when they said, hey, you know how we're making a movie about these creatures that burst out of people's chests and skin people alive and blow their heads off? Yeah. Let's make that PG-13. What? What are you doing?
Are you insane?
This is like if you made a Mortal Kombat movie and made it PG-13. Like, that would be ridiculous. Oh. So we're simply left with an absurd amount of off-screen kills, and it sucks.
The whole debate about, the level of gore in the film. I mean, I feel there's a huge amount of gore in the film.
Hey Paul, did you actually watch your movie? I'm looking for the gore. Where is it? Now, you can watch the unrated cut, where they added a few drops of CG blood here and there, so that's the one I would go with. But in any case, what a terrible idea. But hey, gore isn't everything. As long as the setting, tone, and atmosphere capture the essence of both an Alien and a Predator movie, hey, I'll be satisfied. So, Alien takes place in space, Predator in a jungle. Therefore, they took the obvious route, and of course had the movie take place in an underground pyramid in Antarctica. Of course.
It's a pyramid.
Well, predators are known for enjoying freezing, snowy places after all.
Why not just set it in space? Why bring it into present-day Earth?
Yeah, the DNA of both franchises is just missing here. No alien planet, no spaceship, no jungle, no city. And not only is this underground pyramid in Antarctica a strange decision that doesn't really make sense, but it also makes for a repetitive and bland visual style.
I'd seen 4 Alien movies set in essentially the same environments, which were spaceship corridors, more spaceship corridors, and some spaceship corridors.
Yeah, it was repetitive, so instead in my movie, we get pyramid corridors, more pyramid corridors, and some pyramid corridors.
And I felt it was time for a change.
I feel like I'm watching Cube more than anything else. No kidding, this pyramid with puzzles and traps is the main source of conflict of this movie. We spend more time with the characters trying to survive moving walls than we do with them trying to survive 2 deadly alien species, and therefore, the titular aliens and predators sort of become the B-plot. They're like a mild inconvenience that show up once in a while. But these moving walls, now that's real terror. But in the end, there's really only one reason to watch this movie, and that's to see an alien fight a predator. And hey, I'll let you in on a little secret. When these things do end up fighting, I was mildly amused.
What do you say?
This is dumb fanfiction, the movie equivalent of smashing your action figures together in your bathtub. And in a schlocky, noisy, turn your brain off kind of way, they did an okay job. Both creatures get some good blows. They each use some of their signature weapons and abilities. Then they pro wrestle a little. And at one point the Predator swings a xenomorph around, Batman v Superman style. It's so stupid, I love it. It took a while to get there, but when they finally meet, it's fun. Now sure, the action is your typical blend of confusing nonsense with shaky cam, choppy editing, and an overuse of extreme close-ups, which can get nauseating at times. Like, what am I even watching here? I can't see anything. But it does give you the satisfaction of seeing those two classic movie monsters punch each other in the face for your brain-dead, mindless entertainment. So I can't complain. It gave us the pleasure. But the thing is, there's this annoying little thing that keeps getting in the way, this irritating little thing called the plot and the characters. So, let's talk about that.
No.
Yes. Alright, so this man, Bishop Wayland, not the android from Aliens, but the real human Bishop, who is Wayland, don't think about it too hard. He detected a mysterious heat bloom in Antarctica.
It's a data stream from PS12.
Okay, sure. So he assembles a team to go check it out, starting with our main character, Alexa Woods.
Hello.
Hello. And take a look at this shot here. It's so empty. I don't know, I can't help but feel like it would be weird if a helicopter appeared out of nowhere. Like, that wouldn't make a lot of sense. Oh, look at that. Yeah, they managed to land this thing in a few seconds, and without making any noise. Well, then again, helicopters are known for being very quiet. So this guy tells Alexa Woods they need her for a mission. And next thing you know, she's in the helicopter on her way to the mission. Then he tells this guy they need him for a mission. And next thing you know, he's in the helicopter on his way to the mission. Come on, we gotta get the first act out of the way as fast as possible. Take this and throw it in the trash. Yeah, they do this thing where the group of characters is quickly set up in the beginning with various stereotypes. And then forget about fleshing them out. Forget about giving them an arc. Nope. We're done here. I'm the tough guy. I'm the badass. Don't you fuck with me. I'm the guy who knows everything about pyramids.
This might be the first pyramid ever built.
Oh my god, who cares? I'm the rich corporate guy who values greed over human lives. I'm an engineer, and hey, I have kids.
I'm documenting the trip for my boys. Don't make me pull up pictures of my kids, okay?
Hey you, did I mention I have kids?
You got any children? Yeah, I've got 2.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see my kids again. I will see them again, right? Right? But worst of them all is the main character, whose job is literally just female guide. They keep saying she's the most valuable asset, she's essential to this mission, they're nothing without her, but all she does is tell people, alrighty, be careful now, wouldn't want to get hurt.
No one goes anywhere alone.
And what's more, she's not very good at her job.
It is my job to keep you alive on this expedition. It is my job to keep you alive.
This setup is so rushed that some people aren't even introduced at all. Like this lady here, who's just there, loading her gun. First time we see her, and we never get to know who she is and what she's doing on this mission.
I don't plan on using it.
Then why bring it?
Same principle as a condom.
Okay, that's a pretty good joke.
I'd rather have one and not need it than need it.
Oh, no.
Not have one.
Oh no, she's explaining the joke. Stop, what are you doing? When you have to take a look on the Xenopedia website to know who these people are, I think there's a little problem.
It's drilled at a perfect 30-degree angle.
Great, awesome. Have we seen this guy before? Like, it's so easy to differentiate a good character from a bad one. Dutch, charismatic, manly, has leadership skills, is battle-hardened, resourceful. Ripley, firm, responsible, has leadership, resilient, driven, vulnerable. Alexa Woods keeps people alive. Oh, wait.
And I think you love the characters. That's something very exciting about this script.
But I haven't even scratched the surface of what's wrong with this screenplay. Yeah, I'm sorry everyone, but it's time to talk about the real villain of this movie. The true antagonist, scarier than any aliens or predators. Exposition. I've talked about how shitty the characters are, but at one point they stop being characters altogether, and they become vessels for the writer to just explain everything to the audience, constantly.
Only the chosen ones may enter.
Ancient maps show Antarctica free of ice. This is where the chosen ones were offered to the gods. They gave their lives so the hunt could begin.
Thermal equipment of some kind.
It's the Aztec calendar. The pyramid reconfigures every 10 minutes.
The entire skull and spinal columns removed in one piece.
To restore order, the guards need their guns.
Hey look, corpses with holes in their chests.
Something broke out of this body.
Oh, thank God she was there to tell me that. I could have never guessed.
He's marking himself.
Yeah, I got it.
It's a bomb.
Jesus Christ. Yes, it's a bomb. We got it.
What?
They could just shut the fuck up for a second and let the audience figure things out on their own. You know, use visual storytelling. But no.
It's some kind of combination lock.
And this seems to be a recurring thing with these versus movies. For some reason, people are always explaining everything like we're a bunch of stupid little babies.
It's his mother's name! It's his mother's name. The scout ship seems to be drawing power from the city.
Freddy died by fire, Jason by water. How can we use that?
This is why Godzilla attacked the Apex facility. It's a pilot?
Yeah, he's in a trance.
But I think AVP is the single best example of tell, don't show.
It's a bomb.
Anyways, with the plot literally written on the wall, the pyramid expert explains why these things are fighting. And they kept things pretty simple. Basically, the predators went to Earth and built these pyramids and then captured the alien queen and made her shit out a couple of alien eggs and then used humans as sacrifice to get face fucked and birth xenomorphs so they could then send a few teenage predators every 100 years to fight them, and if they were good enough, they would earn their plasma cannon and prove their worth as the ultimate hunters. Ouch, my brain. It hurts. Everything hurts. Anyhow, people get killed in various disappointing ways.
I would have really liked to have seen that.
The monsters fight a little, and it's mildly amusing. And then at last, we finally get to the third act, where things get dangerously close to being funny bad, as Alexa Woods becomes friends with the Predator. There's just something very silly about seeing them running together side by side, and then riding a sled up the tunnel as the place explodes, and somehow does not burn them alive. What is even going on at this point? The alien queen shows up, they fight some more, and then that's it, everybody's dead. Except for Alexa Woods. Oh, thank God. And they pretend this is a happy ending for her, even though she's clearly gonna freeze to death in a couple minutes. I love these movies that take place in very cold places, but that are written by screenwriters that have clearly never been to a cold place before. Like, you're gonna lose your fingers, buddy. Yeah, she's gonna wear long sleeves. That'll keep her warm. In Antarctica? Alright, time for a little sequel tease. Like that would ever happen.
Oh.
You know, for me, the end of the movie is not really that much of a setup for a sequel.
Well, Paul, I got news for you. Alright, time to talk about Aliens vs. Predator Requiem, the sequel with a smaller budget and even worse reviews, except for this one. 10 out of 10. Classic! Let me throw in a little hot take warning here. Hot take alert, everybody. I actually think this is a slight improvement over the first one, and I kinda had fun watching it. A little? Wait, where's everybody going? It was just a joke. Please come back.
God help us all.
Yeah, I don't know, this was mildly amusing here and there. For one, get this. This movie, based on violent, bloodthirsty creatures, is rated R. Crazy, I know.
Oh, fuck yeah. We're all for R ratings.
So we get much less of this, and much more of this. That's fun. What's more, I like the setting. The Predator ship from the last movie crashes on Earth, the town is overrun by aliens, and this super alpha predator has to stop them. Great. Simple, effective, I like that. And the Predator in this, oh my gosh.
He's so cool.
He's great. In AVP, the Xenomorphs look really good, and the effects hold up, but the Predators kinda sucked. They look bloated, they look clunky, like they had too much Thanksgiving leftovers, and they keep using that stupid lion roar sound effect throughout the whole thing. stop it. You know you're doing something wrong when a fucking predator looks lame. But this guy called Wolf, damn boy.
Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
He looks great. He has a cool whip, shurikens, laser mines, and oh my god, double plasma cannons. I'm about to bust. And we do spend quite a bit of screen time with him, so I'll take that over a pyramid with moving walls. But you know the drill. We got human characters to talk about. Wow, won't you look at this guy? I don't believe it. He is so generic looking. Just the most generic guy I've ever seen in my life. So in this one, we got an ex-convict who rides in the back.
Yeah, I usually ride in the back. I'll ride in the back.
Careful there, I'm gonna get demonetized. There's his little brother, the pizza delivery guy.
Pizza time.
There's the pizza delivery guy's love interest, this dumb blonde who shows her ass and then runs away screaming like an idiot. It doesn't work out for her. There's the town sheriff, and lastly, we got Discount Ripley with Discount Newt.
The human side of things and how it relates is definitely a big part of the film.
Yeah, I don't care about any of these guys, but I will say they, at the very least, didn't get on my nerves. They weren't just dumping exposition, they weren't making terrible jokes.
That's it, because we fuck cocks, that's why we get upset.
Shut up.
They weren't a bunch of idiots making the worst possible decisions. Oh, an alien egg, maybe I should stick my face in it.
Perfectly safe.
They're generic, good-looking people running away from monsters. That's it. Boy, it sure looks like I'm having a good time with this. But unfortunately, we gotta talk about the elephant in the room, the real villain of this movie, the true antagonist, scarier than any aliens or predators, darkness.
Most of our movie takes place in the dark.
Yeah, this movie's unwatchable. Literally. It's like the cinematographer forgot his key light at home.
You don't really want to light a horror film up. You don't want it too lit and too clear.
We don't want to see too much of the creatures.
There are so many scenes here where I literally cannot see anything. Look at these shots here. I don't know what I'm looking at.
I can't see.
Now, little disclaimer, I did have to brighten up a handful of scenes because otherwise you're gonna think you're looking at a black JPEG the whole time, and I don't want that. So here, I hope this makes it a little bit better. I don't know how the director could look at the monitor and go, yeah, we got it, great, cut.
It's just sort of stuff that just comes to me intuitively as we're shooting. Things that I know that work. I know certain angles of light will work, make it look good. I know certain camera moves will work and help, you know, create tension and build suspense.
Yeah, it's baffling. What are you guys doing? It's very unfortunate because looking at the BTS stuff, the creatures looked great. They clearly put a lot of effort into this. The actors were giving it their all. Like, you had it. It looked good, and then it didn't. We have a real The Thing 2011 situation here, where the practical effects looked awesome, and then they ruined it. This one by using awful CGI instead, and this one by just completely hiding them in darkness.
One of the most important things in the film is our cinematographer.
And the crazy thing is, this was shot by the cinematographer of the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which has such a great visual style, like such iconic scenery, so many memorable shots. So I don't know what happened. Then again, he also shot the Super Freaky Girl music video, so yeah.
You can smack it, you can grip it, you can go down and kiss it.
The lighting is the one thing that people always bring up when they talk about Requiem, reasonably so, but it is a shame. If we look past this, there are a couple of pretty fun set pieces in this movie. Xenomorph in a pool, aliens in a Papa John's.
The day of reckoning will come.
Predator chase scene in a hospital, aliens taking on the National Guard, fight to the death between a predator and a predalien. What the hell? Am I having a good time here? For a stupid movie about monsters fighting, there's some fun ideas here and there. Unfortunately, the execution is less than ideal. Anyhow, remember these guys? Me neither, but they now have to make a decision. Either trust the government, who's supposedly coming to rescue them.
That's crazy. The government doesn't lie to people.
Or get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper!
And make it out on their own. So we get a little bit of conflict here. We get some stakes. Hey, it's not much, but it's something. What will they choose? Where should they go? Who's gonna make it? Well, not this guy. Yeah, government nukes the city. So we don't even get to see who wins between these two. They're both losers. But our main characters made it out. Phew, I was so scared for these guys whose names I don't remember. Thank God.
The human side of things and how it relates is definitely a big part of the film.
That's it. The end. Well, if those movies were meant to revive these two franchises, they sure did the opposite. But at last, we're done with AVP, and after revisiting these two films for the first time in forever, what did I learn? They suck. They're not good. This one has too much exposition and feels more like a Cube movie. This one had fun ideas but is literally unwatchable and executed very poorly. But that said though, I wasn't insulted by these movies. We're nowhere near the embarrassment that is The Predator, where predators use autism powers to evolve. Nothing as frustrating or insufferable as that. When you know what you're getting into, there is some entertainment to get from this. The two coolest movie monsters of all time fighting each other, there's something fun about that. Once in a while, you're in the mood for some delicious trash, and that's what these films are for. Grab yourself a frozen pizza and a six-pack, or a Pepsi. And you'll most likely have a good time. And those were my thoughts on AVP, as well as AVP Requiem. But what do you think of these films? Where do they rank in the versus movies? I'll personally always be more of a Freddy versus Jason guy. It's just a little more nostalgic for me, despite being very stupid.
Freddy died by fire, Jason by water. How can we use that?
But yeah, despite bitching about these movies, I had a good time. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go land a helicopter in 20 seconds without making a sound. So, wish me luck for that. And until next time, keep watching horror movies. It's good for your health. Bye-bye.